To be a successful hairstylist, you need these two essential things. One is strong technical skills for cutting and understanding hair. The second is emotional intelligence and how to connect with your clients and how to be emotionally grounded in yourself, which is emotional intelligence. The first one, strong technical skills, you need to understand hair texture. You need to understand that fine hair is going to show up differently on the head than thick hair, and vice versa. Curly hair is going to show up differently than straight hair. You need to understand how it's going to look on that head, where to tailor each individual cut, grow your technical skills to not have to necessarily use all technical skills on a daily basis, but know exactly when to use them. Even if you have a technical skill that you learned long ago, maybe you only use it once a year, but that once a year is really necessary. So making sure that you take as much education as possible, you take all the classes you can, you learn as much as you can, you take what works for you and leave what doesn't. There's no wrong way to cut hair, but you also need to know enough techniques to be able to tailor each cut to each person. Now, for the emotional intelligence part, you show up uniquely in the world, and you're gonna have clients that connect with you in that way. So if you're constantly trying to change yourself to fit every client, that's fine if they need different things. But if you're sacrificing yourself and your own emotional needs, then that's not a good client for you. If you're feeling like your boundaries are being crossed, you need to have enough emotional intelligence and enough groundedness in yourself to say, this is my boundary. I feel good about this boundary. For me in my own career, I feel good about my policies, how I show up for my clients, because I have gone through so many policies where I have said, okay, this one doesn't feel good, this one feels a little bit better, and now I feel really grounded in how I'm showing up for my clients, how I'm keeping myself and my clients accountable so I can have a successful business, a successful career for as much time as I can. If you're sacrificing your own emotional health, maybe you should take a step back and figure out why that's happening. Maybe a client said something that's triggering something inside of you that you need to get curious about. Or they're pushing a boundary that you don't feel good about and it makes you kind of freeze up of like, oh shit, what do I do? Or the client is saying, I don't like this about my cut, can we change it? And you haven't built up those technical skills to be cool, relaxed, and be like, we can totally change that up. Because once you have the technical skills, you can easily show up for a client and say, this is how you want to change the haircut. Let's change it. I can do this or this. If I do this, it'll look like this. And so being able to have the technical skills to understand what's going to look different on a client, telling them what they can expect, because if they show you a picture and then you say, yes, I can do it, but you haven't built the technical skills to say that's going to look different on your head, do you want that? You need to understand that you need to tell your clients what they can expect. It's better to say no and be realistic. If they say, no, I actually don't want that because it's going to look different, being realistic with them instead of promising them something that is never going to happen is not good customer service. And you're going to get stressed out, and then they're going to get stressed out, and then you're going to lose a client. So if you can build up your technical skills to where you have a large variety of different skills that you can use on each individual head, that will build trust in your clients, especially if you have the emotional intelligence piece where you can keep to your boundaries and you feel good about them. You can keep to your policies. You can show up with emotional intelligence for your clients when they're having a hard time or they feel nervous about something or whatever happens in the chair, because as we all know, we are therapists, and you can build trust with your clients when you have those two things. So make sure to build your technical skills, make sure to check in with yourself, and if you do these two things, you'll have a successful career.